here's what sets me apart as a candidate. I do not come to this race putting myself forward as an expert in city government, or indeed in any particular aspect of city government. But I do come as a candidate who believes that process in government is vitally important. If we want to have a local government that's effective, it needs to be responsive, inclusive, transparent, and accountable. It needs to listen to what the residents want. It needs to include them in the decision-making process from the earliest part. It needs to be transparent so that people can trust the decision-making process. And then it needs to be accountable with people on council taking responsibility for the choices that they're making and explaining them to their constituents. That lens, and one other thing, every decision that I make in council will include looking through the lens of equity. I want to ensure, because folks who have been historically neglected or exploited or excluded have fewer resources to recover from bad decisions. That means every decision needs to be looked at to see, does it do any harm to the most vulnerable, or does it lift them up? If the decision turns out to have negative consequences, who will it hurt most? Because those folks are going to have the hardest time recovering from a bad choice. So I want to make sure that no one is left behind, because this is our city. This is everyone's city. It doesn't belong to any one interest group. It doesn't belong to any one community. Everyone needs to be able to participate in the process and to see that the process is inclusive and fair and lifts up those who have the least access to power.